Within Chief Architect, when you are working on a building, the parameters will be universal throughout this project. So because this house is a one-story house, as we've got it set, if I were to go in and build another structure or try to add a second floor, it would be universal to everything. And I don't want this house to have a second floor. So in order to show that to you, I'm going to just open a new file quickly, and I'm just going to click new plan. And see, it keeps my old plan open. I can have more than one open at a time. So I'm just gonna make sure I've got that saved, and then I'm gonna just close that down for a minute. And we're just gonna make a very simple plan, and I'm just gonna use the defaults as they are set in a new plan, rather than go through all of that right now, except I am going to show you about how to do the floor levels. So right now, let's pull a 3D view. And we're not doing the interior on this one. So right now, it gave me the default room setting for this project. So I'm going to go in to my default settings, and I'm going to go to my floors and rooms, and my floor levels. So right now on my, let's look at the first floor. The first floor, I've got, these are my ceiling and my height settings here. So I'm just going to leave those all as the default right now. And I'm just going to give it a slab foundation just so that we can kind of get a differentiation when we see how the second floor gets added. So I'm just going to get out of this right now. And so if I've got my first floor here laid out, and let me go here. So you always want to start with your first level, with your first floor, and then add your other floors, go up or down from there, because it will take the outline here and copy that up. And the same for the foundation if you're doing a basement or something. So always start with your first floor and get that laid out first. And then what you're going to do is you're going to go to build, and you're going to go to floor, and you're going to go to build new floor. And this, it's going to give you this question here: derive the second floor from the first floor plan. So typically that's the best place to start. So we're going to do it like that and click OK. And now it's going to bring us into this second floor defaults. See, that was not available to us before because we didn't have a second floor. But you can see here's where I added that slab foundation to the first floor so that we could kind of see the difference. And so here is all of our floor parameters. So if you're doing a new construction, then you may have these decided, you know how you're going to do your construction, or you have your site measurements, so you know what these heights are going to be. I'm going to keep them as the defaults just for this explanation, but this is where you would go in and make all of those adjustments. So make sure you have all of this set before you tell it to go. So I'm going to say OK to this, and that's popping up my second floor. So now I've got 2 floors in there. And I do not have the automatic roof tool turned on, so I could do that. Let's go over to the roof and build the roof and automatically build the roof. I'm just going to keep everything as its defaults for this demonstration right now. So there we go. So that's how we add a second floor in general. So let's go inside. Let's do a let's go down inside. Why is this giving me so much trouble? I'm in a full overview. That's why. I want a floor overview now. There we go. So now we can see inside. And if we go up, there's the second floor, there's the first floor. And if we go all the way up to the attic level, we'll see the roof. So let's just go back down and look at the first floor, and let's put them side by side. All right, so we want to get a set of stairs going up to that second floor. So we've got our stair tool here. And if we just do a straight stair like this, it's, I've got to get in the right window. If we do a straight stair like this, it's going to automatically calculate for us the rise and the run and the number of steps that we need. So I probably need to actually make this a little bit bigger so that we've got enough walk space and everything there for those stairs. So, and it's going to snap it to the side of that wall there. So it's going to automatically calculate to get up to that second floor based on those default parameters that you set. So if I go up to the second floor though, you'll see that, there's where I moved that wall downstairs and did not move the wall upstairs, but that could be okay. And so what I need to do, because there's no hole for the platform, so let's fix this wall though. Let me show you how to do that. So we will go here to this tool right here, this reference display. So that is like putting a sheet of trace paper over, and you can see what's happening on the other floor. So in this view, I'm on the first floor, but if I go up to the second floor, here's where I did not move that wall, but you can see where that first floor wall is. So I can get this wall and I can pull it and snap it to there. And I'll show you if I'm just off a little bit. If I'm just off a little bit, or that wall isn't quite lining up, once it's close enough, you'll get this option here to align with the wall below. So I want to do that. And that will make sure that that's perfectly lined up. Okay, and so now we're on the second floor and I can see where those stairs are, but there's no hole for the stair platform there. So I need to make this into, what I need to do is make this into a room. So I don't know what this is done here. What is that? Oh, that's the roof. Let's just turn that layer off. And what is this one? Okay. So what I need to do is make that into a room around those stairs so that we can see through that. So I'm going to use my interior walls, and I'm just going to go around where those stairs are. And currently it still does not make the hole for that stairs. So what you have to do is you have to select inside this room. So, oh no, that's not what I want to do. I want the room, not the dimension. There we go, the room. And I'm going to make it open below. So see, that took the flooring out there, and that makes it a full height there. So that is how we get the hole for the floor platform for our stairs. So it's still not really looking great because I just drag that in. So I can move these around now to wherever I want them to be. And then probably at the top of the stairs, we don't want a solid wall. So I'm going to make that an invisible wall. And then I'm actually going to make this one into a railing. So I'm going to open up the dialog box and I'm going to make that a railing. And then you have all the same railing options that you do with your other railings, like your porch railings and everything else. So I could actually go in and take that rail style and make it solid. So then it's a pony wall. I could also make it have balusters and change all of this, make it match my stairs however I want it to be. But let's do this one as a solid. And let's look around over here. So now I've got a platform, a hole in the floor platform for those stairs to come up. And let's see if we go down. So there's our stairs. All right, so we've got that set up there. So now we can talk about some other options with our stairs. If I select those stairs, let's go back to plan view, and I'm going to where am I going to go? I'm going to go downstairs, and I'm going to turn off that reference display because I'm done with that now. So within the stairs, if I double click that, I get this dialog box, and there's a whole lot that you can do with the stairs. You can go in and adjust the rise and the run and the number of the treads, and you can customize this as much as you want. You can update the railing, show how it looks differently on the floor plan by adding a brake line like this. So there's all sorts of customization you can do with the stairs here. So let's go out of there. So let me just show you also with the stairs. You under the stair tool, you can do a curved stair. Let's go in this view. Let's go down so we can see what those are looking like. So you can do a curved stair, and then you can get in and adjust how that arc is working, all sorts of adjustments. You can do an L-shaped stairs, and it's going to ask you which way it's going to go, and that will snap into a corner and automatically make a platform there, or winders if you want them to be winders. So let's do this. There we go, so we can see better what's going on in there. So it automatically made winder steps there for you, and you can adjust how that works. Let's go back over here, back to our stairs. You can do a U-shaped stairs. I'm running out of room for my stairs here, which also automatically made the winders, which you can actually turn those off if you wanted to, or turn the winders on and off right here. Let's see, and then here's the ramp tool, and then if you can make your own landing tools as well. So you can get in there and make all of this customized to however you want. And there's a couple of other tools with the stairs that you can use. Down here, when you select your stairs, you can make the bottom step. You can adjust that bottom step, make it rounded. You can flare it, make it flared out. And make those steps rounded. So you can really get in and do a lot of customization with your stairs. Okay, I'm going to just go in and delete some of these so that we can go back to our. So these all come in separate pieces. So just deleting all of those. There we go. So if we go back upstairs in this view, so sometimes you may have a space that has more of an open to below. Let's go up here. Like a loft type area, something like that. Well, and it's lost my, so I'm going to take this wall and connect it back over there to where the stairs is, and then I'm just going to make all of this open to below. It reset it when I moved that wall over. So you can make a loft area or tuck it right up against the stairs. So if you have any of that sort of design, that's how you would do that. And then again, you can change this railing and update that to however you want that to be. All right, so that is how you add a second floor and stairs to your project.